I'm Craig Henderson, fifth generation farmer in Australia. I have two sons on the farm with me here and a nephew, and my wife reluctantly does all the books on the farm and trying to handball that on. We have 2.8 kilometres of large transmission lines through our property now. I've spoken to our insurance broker. It has made no difference to our insurance premium. It's never came up. And when there's some more power lines going through our place, and all I've asked for is to have serious bollards put around those posts as we move towards maybe autonomous machinery, bigger machinery, to help mitigate that risk of colliding with some infrastructure.
It's easy to focus on wind turbines and solar panels when thinking about the energy transition. Transmission lines are equally important, and without them the transition simply doesn't work. Transmission and farming have coexisted across Australia for decades, and you can continue farming most practices around them.
We're still able to farm underneath the transmission line. If we go undergrounding, which is a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult, the land above the underground trenches is quarantined and you're not allowed to farm over it, so you lose a lot more property. With an overhead transmission line, you may lose 1 to 1.5% of your paddock at the worst. So when we look at the overhead transmission line, we're seeing that there's going to be virtually no impact on any of the farming we do, whether it's the grazing of sheep or the broadacre growing of lentils and cereals, wheat, barley, canola like we've done in the past, and as well as the hay production. Like, we're just going to have these small footprints that farmers can work around, and through the discussions with them, we'll put the poles that best works for their operation. Whilst we understand that transmission lines, there's a slight inconvenience, what it actually does do is give a little bit of diversity in income. The farmers will be compensated for change of value of the land and also impact on their farming, as well as get an annual fee, which will help them in the long term for drought proofing or seasonal condition change.
We're committed to making the process as simple and as informative as possible for landholders.
If you walk into anybody's house around this area and flick the lights on and off, that power comes through someone's farm.